I'll take a hotel. Give me a hotel
Horror story.
any time of the day.
Okay. I see where we're going. Okay, I have a different opinion on that. I would pick Airbnb
you
like
serious?
all day long. Yeah.
You've been to one?
Couple, yeah.
Oh, a couple.
I haven't had like maybe mysterious stories or any difficulty in my experience.
I have a reason
Airbnb.
why I don't like Airbnbs.
Yeah, we'll get to hear it then.
I swear to God, I have a reason. Okay, let me give a reason.
Okay.
I've been to hotels.
Maybe before we like get into it, I feel like everybody else who is listening, they know what a hotel is like. Yeah,
obvious.
But for Airbnb, not a lot of people know it, at least from my experiences. So how best would you define an Airbnb?
Let me define it in my layman's language. If you have a house and then you want to rent it out for maybe if a tourist comes in town or someone comes for business or someone wants to just do anything, you rent your house out and then they pay for the specific time that they're going to be there. True. Basically you have the amenities. You've got the gas, you've got there are very many like advantages to it.
To Airbnb.
Yeah. Basically, like if you have a house, you rent it out. That's Airbnb.
So basically that's what an Airbnb is, and they have the application, mobile application, website as well. So if anyone is interested of getting an Airbnb after this episode, then they could do that. From that, I guess they're gonna get more about Airbnb as we keep talking. So from these differences, I know that there are a lot of differences between hotels and Airbnb, and that's what we're here for, like to talk about them. So just to talk about space and privacy. As for my personal experience, I feel like Airbnb, and which is fact, by the way. It is. Airbnb offers more space.
That's actually true, because you can get a house, a whole big house, Airbnb, and you can pay the same amount that you pay at a hotel for 1 room. Exactly. So if it's space, they are. I'm agreeing with you there. If it's space,
so guys, if it's space you're looking for, then probably should
100%
Airbnb for our next stay.
100.
What about privacy?
Privacy. Okay, hotels are they're close together. Airbnb, you're getting a house on your own. Let's say if you wanted a house on a hill, you get a house on a hill on your own.
So I feel like privacy, Airbnb like has.
They're winning. They're leading
by a mile. Okay, though it depends with the type of stay that you pick. With some of the Airbnbs I've been to, you get to share maybe the.
I want to know how many Airbnbs have you been to? Because clearly you look like you're experienced.
A couple. I said a couple. A few of them, and they're like, okay, there are different options to the Airbnb. You could opt to get the whole place to yourself, true. The entire place, which comes with also like in respect to the price. You could also like get maybe a house. You only get a room in the house where you share the sitting room, you share the kitchen, sometimes the bathroom too. So it actually depends. Like privacy could vary with. Normally I used to find the entire place to myself, but depending on the
what
budget.
Are you doing in these houses? We'll comment on that further.
Like it depends. Sometimes you go for a trip. You go in a
you
place
want a long time.
You want a long time. Yeah. You know what I mean? Okay, I feel like for space and privacy, for space generally, Airbnb like wins by a mile. But for privacy, it actually depends on the type of stay that you've picked for your Airbnb and accessibility. Let's talk. Which one is more accessible to someone if he wants to?
I feel like a hotel. Hotels are everywhere. You can walk down the street and you'll find a hotel. But Airbnbs, you have to search for the one that fits you perfectly. And it's usually on mobile apps, what. You can walk down the street and you'll find a hotel. You ask for the price. It's 1,000 CG. It's
Like
fit
hotels
for
are
you. They're
self-advertised.
there. You don't
You
have
just
to look.
walk in the streets and
Yeah.
you see like signs.
Mm.
Like, this is an hotel. But for Airbnb, you wouldn't like find a sign in the street saying
There's no
this is an
signs.
Airbnb.
No,
You have to
you can pass a house. You don't know it's an Airbnb.
or not, yeah.
Or like even today, I can decide I'm going out of town. I want my house to be an Airbnb. Would you know? Unless I tell you.
Yeah.
There's no way. But hotels are everywhere. You know, like you just find a sign. Hotel, what. There's a sign.
So it's easier for someone to access hotel rather than Airbnb.
Honestly, I think it is.
Yeah, like that's facts. That's something you think of. That's just fact.
It's a fact.
And even like the idea of an hotel, everyone knows what an hotel is.
Yeah.
Airbnb, you have like to find someone who's kind of exposed. And,
exposed and what. Not many people know what an Airbnb is.
Yeah.
Airbnb. It came the other day. See, we don't know these things.
Literally, my brother also like this time we were about to travel, me and my brother, and he was like, "Yo, do you like have a friend in that place where you could tell us the prices of hotels and stuff?" I told him, "Bro, you could like take an Airbnb. It's cheaper and it's way easy. You don't have like to reach out to someone." He told me, "What's that?" Then I showed him on the application. And just yesterday he texted me, "Bro, I'm going to this place. Check out that thing of yours. That house places where you can rent." Yeah. So it's kind of like
you have to be like you literally in this day and age. You have to be well learned. You have to be aware of what's going on and how it's going on. Yeah. Otherwise, you'll be left behind.
True.
You'll be left behind, and that's the same thing of Airbnb. Not many people know Airbnb.
Yeah.
And sometimes it can even be cheaper for your pocket, but like we're talking about the space issue. Yeah. It's more space. It can be cheaper. Yeah. And you have the privacy that you need or something. Yeah. But then, if you don't know about it, you're going to Hilton Hotel.
Chop the money.
Chop money.
Okay. Okay, this is my favorite part of the conversation. I really wanted to get
Which
here
part is
and express what I heard.
Which part
Customer
is
service.
Oh. Let me tell you something about customer service.
Put it out.
Okay, so there was a time my parents, they were in New York. Yeah. They got an Airbnb. So they went to the hotel. They're okay, you go to the hotel, you're ready. At each hotel, Airbnb, you're ready for the experience, everything. They open the door, they see. Okay, what they saw was this person was into funny art. Like, not witchcraft art, but like witchcraft art. Like, I don't know.
Superstition.
Okay. So they enter the room, they're like, this is not the room they entered the room. They sat down. They wanted to eat klakitu. They see a door is open. Someone is trying to open a door, the bedroom door. Someone is trying to open that, but they're not opening. They go to open, there's no one. Wow. There's literally no one. They're opening, no one. They close the door, someone is trying to open. So who's there? Do you know they ran out of that room? Airbnb. They ran out of that room fast as they could.
I bet your brother came out first.
My father. He left my mom in the room. He ran. He ran, leaving his wife. Alafu, they went to a hotel. So how can you say, like, in that situation, I'm sure they've decided that a hotel is better than an
Airbnb.
Exactly. But then sometimes an Airbnb is not that bad. But then in this situation, even me, I would go to a hotel rather than I go. Even now, I'm scared of Airbnb.
Because of that. The house was
You're
was
seeing
haunted.
the door opening, but nobody's coming. Nobody's there. Nobody's coming. You open the door. Nobody's there.
And this is the States you're talking about. It's not even
The
Africa.
States,
Like
New
if it
York.
would have been Africa, I wouldn't have like maybe doubted or something.
Africa, us, we have our ways.
Yeah. We'll invite you our own ways. Yeah.
Maybe he's renting out his house. His wife has not allowed. She's decided she's going to make a plan.
Yeah.
But that's what happened.
That's some story, man.
No, it was terrible. It was terrible. They went to a hotel and they paid, I think, $700 a night. Just so that they can at least be at.
And they were booking last minute.
The hotel?
Yeah.
Yeah, so last minute because they had booked an Airbnb and they refused to give the refund back. because they had already arrived.
Sure.
That's the worst part
No,
of
I'm-
Airbnb.
Now I'm also scared.
If you arrive,
Huh.
you've entered the room.
It's done.
It's done. They can't.
Even if you don't spend the night, you might as well
you
pay
might
for
as
it.
well. And that's not right. Is that right?
It's not right. I feel like, okay, for that case, hotels are better because they're regulated and have staffs, and maybe if you're not satisfied with the service, you might as well as tell the guy, I want to speak to your manager.
Yeah.
For the case of Airbnb, who would
There's
you
no-
speak to?
your
That's the last
manager is
person
your
you're
boss.
gonna. That's the last person you're gonna talk to, or maybe you kind of like the best thing you could do for an Airbnb is maybe write a review. Maybe the place is
The
bad.
review, the place is bad.
Yeah.
But then how many people really read the
Yeah,
reviews?
not a lot of people, and it doesn't help you.
And
By the way,
by the way, people, please read your reviews.
yeah, you have to.
Read your reviews. They mean a lot.
One of the best travel tips, actually, like if you wanna go to a place, people have
Absolutely.
been there and they have experiences.
Mm.
Like they share them on the reviews. So
Mm.
if you wanna get first-hand information,
Read the reviews.
get through them, man.
Otherwise, you go there, you find dryness. You find dryness.
Bad idea for travel if you don't read the reviews.
Absolutely, 100%.
Okay, I feel like Airbnb at some point you get a better customer service in this sense. Okay, actually, like on
Explain
average,
yourself.
overall, hotels are better. But I'm just talking about in some experiences, in some instance,
Mm.
like Airbnbs offer the best service. You know why?
Right.
So this host, they're looking to get more clients every day.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and to get more clients every day, which means the reviews have to be perfect.
True.
So yeah, so that holds them down to doing a better job. But not every other guy cares about reviews.
How many people actually care about that? Though?
Yeah, that's the point.
Because the
yeah.
problem with human beings, it's that thing. Someone tells you they've gone to the forest, they've seen a snake.
Mm.
I've seen a snake.
Yeah.
Snake. But you won't believe until you go to the forest and see the snake
Thomas.
yourself. You see
Yeah,
that kind of thing.
I have to go see it for
I have
myself.
to see it for
Wow.
myself. And then when they go, that's when they realize, oh, there was really
Yeah.
a snake. And that's especially amongst us black people. We like doing that thing.
You don't believe what you don't see.
believe it,
Yeah. You
What
have
is
to
this
say
person
it for
talking
myself,
about?
yeah.
What is this person talking about? But until you see it, you won't actually believe it. So that's how it works, man.
Okay. Customer service, I guess. Hotels win.
But ultimately, I think hotels have better.
Yeah. Like on average,
service.
they have better.
You can call a hotel line at 1 a.m.
Mm.
I need fresh towels. They'll
Yeah.
bring.
Yeah.
They'll
And you
bring.
have like the fun at your luxury. You just
Literally
it's just
Call
here by
zero.
the bed. Yeah.
call 0 customer service. Hi,
Yeah.
I need
Yeah,
ABC,
something,
ABC.
Yeah.
Will you call the same Airbnb?
Yeah, you
guy?
can't do that on
You can't do
Airbnb, and even if you call the guy, he'll be sleeping or something.
Yeah.
So you have to wait
He'll call
for
you
it. Yeah.
tomorrow morning. Hey, sorry, I was asleep. It's
So if you have a
really bothersome.
problem at an Airbnb stay, you have to wait until the next morning for you to get sorted out. And in most cases, you won't get sorted out
Yeah,
because maybe it's something that the guy isn't willing to do.
yeah.
I need
They'll say
fresh
these are the
towels, like,
services I
listen,
offer. You're already at the house.
Yeah.
Until you check out, there's nothing I can do.
Yeah.
But then a hotel, you ask for fresh towels, you ask for food, you ask
Yeah.
for this. They are willing to offer at that moment. So
Yeah, true. And talking about like Airbnbs, the services that they offer, I find, I don't know if it's my experiences
Mhm.
alone or it's like, I'm guessing it's facts. Airbnbs have more amenities than hotels.
that is not a lie.
Yeah.
That is really not a lie.
Like dishwasher, fridge,
You can cook,
washing machine.
you can cook, you can like literally, but no, you're not lying.
Yeah, it's everything in there.
But I think with everything that's there, there's a price you pay for it.
Yeah.
Because if something is not working, how are you going to call the guy and say it's not
Yeah,
working? You think he's gonna come?
It's not that fun.
But then a hotel, let's say for example, a hotel, you say my AC is not working. The hotel person will come, or they'll switch your rooms or something like that.
Sure.
Airbnb, they will advertise on maybe TripAdvisor or something like that. You go to the room, They say, oh, there's aircon, there's what. You go there, the aircon is not working. Who are you going to call?
No, not as well as waiting. Wanting to come.
So yeah, even though they're like perks, but they're also disadvantages.
Yeah, true.
I feel like Airbnb is a place you want to go if you want to travel with a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of people. Maybe like if I have my boyfriend, you're your girlfriend. Someone else has their boyfriend and girlfriend.
Wow, it's a couple thing now. We're going there.
Okay, fine. We're friends.
Holding on to that note, we'll be right back. This is Jayso, your host, and
Fifi.
So yeah, we were talking about depending on how many people are actually going to visit the place, like for your next stay.
Yeah.
It actually depends on how many people you're going with.
Yeah.
If it's a group of people,
you'd rather stay at an Airbnb. But if it's like you alone, I don't think you want a whole Airbnb to yourself. Unless you want to cook and clean and all that.
But on the contrary to that, even if you're alone, I feel like for me,
of course. You want Airbnb.
Okay, no.
You're advocating for Airbnb.
I would say, like, if you're alone, like solo travelers, shout out to all solo travelers out there. Okay, if you stay in a hotel room, you'd probably be the most lonely guy ever. But if you stay in an Airbnb, of which you have choices to choose, either share the place with other
you have
travelers.
a point. You have a point.
Yeah, or maybe the host is there, so like you'd also like maybe build a relationship.
Yeah.
Even if you don't have
you'd rather
places,
have other people around you. Okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But you wanna stay with strangers, bro?
Yeah, but it depends on the type of person. Yeah, of course. Some people don't like to stay with strangers. They just want time for themselves. So it actually depends on the type of person
you are. Personally, I'm not a strangers kind of person. I don't want to go to a place. I rent a place and then I'm sharing a place with strangers. I would feel, what are these people? Okay, me. What if I cook pilau and they don't like it? For them, I don't know. I'm a what you call introvert, so to speak. Yeah.
Ish.
You put the Why ish. Why are you putting the ish?
Because I know you.
I'm an introvert. I've decided I'm an introvert.
Like a little bit. A little bit.
But yeah, I just feel like it depends on the type of person that you are. Some people like people. They want to spend their time with people. Yeah. Other people want to be alone. So if you want to be alone, a hotel is the best place to be. But if you want to like maybe meet other people, relationship, what you can get an Airbnb for sharing. And then you'll be fine.
Yeah, and by the way, speaking of like travel, if you're going to a new place and you'd get the best places if you talk to a local. And this could be the best way for you to get information. Maybe a host will give you the information or the people you're sharing.
But you know, I've watched so many documentaries. Like some of these locals, they know spots like maybe this hotel, if you go to this hotel, they are known for drug trafficking or human trafficking or something like that. So they'll tell you purposely, like if you go to this hotel, you'll be fine, you'll be okay, you know, that kind of thing. And then you go to that hotel, you're drug trafficked or drug trafficked, human trafficked. You end up being human trafficked, especially if you're like they'll tell you, oh, you ask a local, where's the best hotel that I can go to, or where's the best place I can go to. They'll tell you, oh, it's this hotel. You go there, you go missing.
So it's like some type of middleman.
Literally. Wow. And he gets money from it. You, the next time, your parents can't find you, your friends can't find you, your boyfriend, girlfriend can't find you. But kumbe, you're turning tricks out there. Wow, I
hope that doesn't happen to either of us and our listeners too, man. That would be horrible. Yeah.
True story. And it's not good, especially for women. If you're traveling alone, like literally do your research first.
True.
Do your research first. I'm going to this and this hotel. I'm going to this and this place. And even for Airbnbs, the same is true. Because you can go to this hotel, maybe this person knows you're coming alone. Yeah. Or you're coming with just your man, or you're just coming with your sister.
Because when you book, you
put in those. Yeah. They know you're just coming with two people, one person, whatnot. There are movies based on this. And then you go there, next thing you know, you guys are missing or dead. So it's better to just do your research. That's why I prefer hotels most of the time. At least hotel, you know, if I'm going to the Hilton, chances are low that a lot of shit will happen. Stuff will happen. But if I go to an Airbnb, I don't know who owns that place. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know. I don't know a lot of factors. About this person.
So for security reasons, hotels are much
it's
more
safer. It's much safer.
Yeah.
But then.
But this happens in rare cases, like people being human.
You think they're rare?
I feel like I'm just not saying this to boost the confidence of our listeners or something. I feel like, okay, in my experiences and all the stories that I've heard from around the places I've traveled to, this is the least thing that will come up.
I don't think it's rare. I just think it's ill-reported.
They don't report it as much as
they don't report it as much as the happy stories.
Okay.
Yeah, like there are many cases actually. I watch a lot of documentaries and news stories. There are many cases where people have been trafficked or something has happened. They've been raped, they've been trafficked, what. But we just don't hear those cases as much as the happy stories. Oh, I went to this place. Oh, it was great. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. It was fabulous. But then there are other people who say, I went to the same place. But what happened to me? It wasn't great. So
the lesson is like people should just do their research.
Research.
That's the number one thing.
Literally research.
Read the reviews, travel, talk to people who've been there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So let's get to the interesting parts. I feel like this is the part where most of our viewers have been waiting for, and listeners as well. The price point. Which one is cheaper?
I think I should ask you first. Which one is cheaper?
Like on average, Airbnbs are cheaper. Like it's hands down. Airbnbs are cheaper. Yeah, for real. They're cheap, like way cheap. I feel like it's even like 30% or 50%, like cheaper than hotels.
I don't know. I feel like hotels. It just depends. You know, with a hotel, there's someone who's worth Hilton, and then there's someone who's worth 1K. You can find anything within your price point. If you decide today, I have $10, I'm going to find a hotel. You will find a hotel. And then if today you decide I have $40, you will find a hotel. $50, going all the way up, I have $200. You will sleep. But then Airbnb, for you to find an Airbnb for $10, it's basically impossible.
No, it's not impossible. It's just fine. Trust me. It's not
impossible. You speak out of experience.
Out of experience, yeah.
Where were you staying, bro?
Okay.
Where were you staying?
I feel like I've like from my personal experiences with the Airbnb application and even Google, like different reviews, Airbnbs are cheaper in most places and countries.
For real?
Yeah, they're cheaper. You'd find maybe a hotel that's maybe it's $500 a night, the equivalent to the Airbnb of that level. You find maybe $300. Yeah, it's like a cool big mansion or something.
No. Okay, from my experience, I've tried to travel. Let's say, for example, I had planned a trip to Nakuru. We're trying to find a place for us to stay. Let's say 1,000. You can find a hotel room for 1,000 in Nakuru. But that 1,000 Airbnb, it's gonna be per person. If you go to Nakuru. So I just feel like it's very expensive.
No, okay. Maybe I don't know who your host is, but okay, there's a bit of a confusion. Hotels charge per person.
Not all.
Like most of the hotels.
Yeah.
They charge per person, not per
room
you're going. Yeah, per person. But Airbnbs, they charge per stay. Like regardless, if you maybe the stay, you could occupy 8 people could occupy the stay.
Yeah.
So regardless if you're coming 2 or 3 or 6,
it's just the stay that they're gonna charge you.
So you're gonna deal with it yourselves.
Perhaps.
So like yeah. But these are like facts. Airbnbs are cheaper than hotels. in most places.
Okay, me, I don't have facts. So if you say that facts, I don't really know.
No facts, no right to speak.
no
Okay,
facts.
you respect that. I like that you respect that.
What can I say?
Hey, you can't say anything.
There's nothing I can say.
And another thing that's cool about Airbnbs, by the way, you could negotiate the price, which it's not something that you could do with hotels.
In a hotel.
Yeah, hotels
a
are
hotel
just
is
like
a standard
fixed.
price. Like
yeah.
it's set.
Yeah.
That's true.
Airbnb is like you could tax the host, then they get back to you. Then from there you could like tell them, yo,
I only have this much.
I'm $10 short from
and then they will allow. But a hotel, you go to a hotel when you know you have their money.
Yeah.
You have their money.
And some little bit of advice. I've done this myself. If you want to get an Airbnb and if you want to get the host to actually negotiate a better price with you, you should try booking last minute. And which is rare to get like a place last minute. Airbnb is like maybe you're booking a place for tomorrow. You book it like today, maybe in the evening. So the Airbnb host is desperate not to lose the money.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and you're desperate to try the place. Yeah. So you're gonna meet somewhere in there.
Oh, that's actually a great idea.
Yeah, it's a great tip.
It's a great
Thank
tip.
me later.
You've done well. You have done well.
Yeah. Giving value, I guess. So another thing, the duration. Like if I feel like this is also an important point to talk about.
Yeah.
Like depending on the duration that someone is willing to stay in
a
location, also values which choice might be better between Airbnbs and hotels.
In that point, I say Airbnbs are better because they'll tell you like this is how much you like. If you go to TripAdvisor, they'll show you if you're spending 3 nights, this is how much you're going to pay, and you can talk to them about the price. I'm not rich enough for this. I'm not that. But if you go to a hotel,
it's fixed.
It's fixed. You're staying for a month, you pay $50 every day.
Yeah. But if it's an Airbnb, like
it's flexible.
In most cases, if you're staying for more than 7 days, they most probably have a discount.
For real?
A good amount. You'd pay maybe 70% or 80% of the money. In most cases, most hosts do that.
And that is great.
That's a good deal.
That's great. That's great. Nobody wants to pay full amount for anything in this life.
Yeah. If you're gonna save a few dollars, you might as well pick the Airbnb. If you're staying longer, if you're in a place and
but if you have money, go to a hotel. Please feel free. Feel free. Spend your money.
I don't care where you go.
Where you go,
have fun. Yeah, travel. Okay, and you talked something about the number of people. Yeah, when you mentioned about the boyfriend, girlfriend, the family, the parents, the cousins and stuff. So also, I feel like if there's much more people for the trip, I feel like Airbnbs are better options.
Facts.
Because you could find villas.
You can find a villa with 3 rooms. All of you have a room. A hotel room you're paying for yourself.
For you, yeah. So, and for hotels, you have to meet maybe in the bar, in the lobby, somewhere else. But if you're renting an Airbnb, it's just basically your home.
Yeah. It's your house. You have a living room, you have a kitchen, you can cook whatever you want. You go to the living room, you chill. There's usually a TV.
Yeah.
There's usually Wi-Fi. Yeah. You can literally do it.
And by the way, speaking of internet, it's the 21st. It's the 21st century, sorry. And internet is a big deal.
You must have internet. It's a must.
Yeah. Okay. For my personal experiences, internet in the Airbnbs have been to slower than the hotels have been to.
Facts.
But I read some couple of reviews and people are saying Airbnbs, in most Airbnbs, they have stronger internet than hotels.
They're trying these days. I think they've understood that where we are right now, for you to actually have an upper hand in renting your room, renting your house, renting this, renting that, you need to have internet. Who wants to go to a place without internet?
No,
absolutely. Me at least. You want to check your Snapchat, your Instagram, your WhatsApp, even WhatsApp. Now you have to buy bundles while you're there, and then you're paying
And
lot
if you
of money.
travel, I mean, if you travel internationally, you have to get a SIM card first.
All that.
It's so much hassle.
It's too much hassle. So they've understood that you need internet in this lifetime. So,
and I feel like because hotels, you could be like the Wi-Fi is shared with hundreds of people.
Yeah.
But with Airbnbs, it's maybe the 6 of you.
Yeah.
So
it's very
technical point of
fast.
view that the Wi-Fi has to be
download everything you can.
just
download everything you
fill
can.
that phone with the Netflix videos.
You better download everything you can.
Okay, let's go to the last portion of this episode and talk about. We can't ignore this, though it's not something good to talk about. But it's
and
good
what
to
is
talk about,
that?
Corona. How has Corona affected these stays?
Travels have been low.
Yeah.
They've been low. I mean, nobody wants to travel during Corona period.
Yeah.
You don't want to catch the disease. Bring it to your family. Next thing, they catch the disease. Yeah. I mean, obviously, I think many businesses such as hotel businesses or restaurants or something like that, they've been affected heavily by Corona. And it's not because people don't want these things, but you'd rather see the risk of you staying home versus you going somewhere.
Yeah.
You will die.
No lie.
You will die.
Yeah, you'll die. You just better stay home.
Stay home.
Yeah, okay. I read this article somewhere. They're saying Airbnb is coming back much more stronger than hotels. That it has recovered faster compared to the
that makes
hotels
sense.
in the pandemic experience. Because people now are like booking more Airbnbs than hotels.
Yeah. That makes sense. I mean, would you rather stay at a hotel where there are like 50 people or 100 people, 200 people versus an Airbnb where you're alone? Alone. The only thing you have to worry about is the host family. Take your spray, take your sanitizer, take your what. You clean everything up. You'll be better off than if you go to a hotel. You don't even know who was there.
But like my worry is, hotels they're best at cleaning than Airbnbs. Yeah. So I feel like from the cleaning point of view, hotels would be much more.
But do you think that though? Do you really think that?
But yeah, I think that
if I want to make money, I'm gonna clean my house well, so that the next client I have.
Who is there to double check quality? Who is there to inspect if you cleaned your house? No one is there.
But have you ever seen
any hotels?
Have you ever seen maybe a documentary or something where they're showing the hotels and then they have that blue light filter, the one that they check for blood to do what? Have you ever seen the mattresses? How dirty those mattresses are?
I know.
You're sleeping with people's kids, man. Like
okay, but like from what I'm trying to say is that at least hotels, there are people who go there and inspect if they're clean. Yeah, and mostly after the pandemic, which means there are more people like to inspect the hotels. The policies are much more tighter now and stuff. But with Airbnbs, no one is there to inspect. Although there are guidelines, like Airbnb has put guidelines for the.
You just have to trust your instincts, I guess. At this point, just trust your instincts.
Okay, I feel like for my personal opinion, hotels are great, but the only problem is, like in the lobbies, you'd find a lot of people, and sometimes in the bars, people don't have masks there. You can't drink with mask on.
True.
Yeah. So it's Airbnb like has an edge in this because you get to be alone in there.
That's not a lie though.
But the good thing is, like, I feel like to be on the safe side, if you booked your Airbnb maybe with your family or with your loved one, your friends, before getting in there, at least wipe up some notes. Like wipe.
Don't go there and think everything is clean. No, go there, do cleaning kidogo, and then you come back.
Even if the review says
it's great,
sparkling,
it's spotless,
it's quick and clean.
Just you as a person, just go clean up.
Take 15 minutes.
Yeah, take the time.
Clean the map, wipe the map. It's not a hassle.
Not at all.
You just have your
for the cleanliness of your whole heart, to know that you're safe, your kids are safe, your parents are safe, your spouse is safe, your person is safe. Clean.
Amen as well.
Clean.
Okay, guys, this is a wrap. Let us know what you think down in the comments below. whether it's Airbnb or hotels you're picking. But like from my personal opinion to you, pick any that fits your personality because they're all great choices.
Pick a hotel.
Okay, Airbnb on the law. But then again, you just pick something that you'd love and you'd enjoy, and we hope you enjoy your next stay and your next travel. This is Jayso
and Fifi
from the 360 Places podcast. And we didn't introduce us all. Wow. Okay. So this is Jayso. I'm originally from Tanzania, and
Fifi is from Malawi.
Hope you guys have a good one.
Yeah.